Yeah, welcome to It's All About Wrestling episode 127. I'm your host, AWO Aaron World Order, presenting you latest SmackDown. Once again, welcome to episode 127. Just on the heels of Crown Jewel, we're going to go over the review and results, just all that stuff. We're going to go over it. Please. So sit back and relax. We've got an hour and 15 minutes to Raw. Yes, Raw was taped. I kind of know the results on who the next challengers are going to be, number one contenders, but I won't spoil them here. So make sure to watch Raw tonight. So you know, okay? I'm not gonna spoil it. Guys. I'm not gonna spoil it. So we're gonna go over Crown Jewel. Couple WWE releases. Yeah, this while SmackDown was going on, WWE has released 3 superstars. We're gonna look over NXT's the special NXT show tomorrow. Taking place in the ECW arena. We're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna have fun looking at that. Okay. Make sure to comment in the chat, and we're gonna go some whatever. We're gonna go some non-in-ring news, out of the ring news stuff, too. So, welcome. All right, man. Crown Jewel. Let's do Crown Jewel, guys. Let's get that out of the way first. All right. Crown Jewel has happened in its past. We know who our first Crown Jewel champions are from the men's and the women's side of things. We'll be going over that. We'll be going for the fallout of the Bloodline versus Bloodline match. Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and so on. Okay? We're going over that. And if y'all want to come in, here's a link. I know Finbar can't come in, but I hope he does. All right, man. Yeah, so the opening match was Bloodline versus Bloodline. It was actually Bloodline versus Bloodline. Social Cause versus the Bloodline with Jacob Fatu, who's been in the news today. Jacob Fatu, and not for a good thing. I don't know if I'm going to talk about that, but I might later on. But Jacob Fatu, Social Cause, and Tangaloa versus Jimmy Jey Uso and the original Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Now, Jey Uso did not come out with Roman and Jimmy. He came out through the crowd. As his entrance is. His entrance is coming out through the crowd. Main event, Jey Uso comes out of the crowd, right? Through the crowd. So that's his new entrance. I guess kind of like the Shield. And so we have this 3-on-3 match, 6-man tag team match, 3-on-3. Okay? Now make sure to like, please. Please, if you could do that, make sure to like. Really, really appreciate it. Okay. All right. Well, this match, this after this match, you can clearly tell this is not over between the two factions. Not over at all. This match surprised me. I did not think Solo would get the win here. Solo's bloodline would get the winner, but in the end, they did get the win here. They did get the win here. And the thing is, what what happened was, it's not it's it's how they got the win. Who took the fall? Who took the fall? Who took the pin? Took the pin. Yes, I'm repeating myself. I know I'm sounding like a fucking idiot repeating myself, but whatever. I just gotta let you just to let you know. Make sure you know. Okay? But it was Roman who took the pin, who took the fall for his team. Yes, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. You wouldn't think he would take the fall to protect him. Nope, nope, that's not the case here. He's the one who took the fall. Right? So the original bloodline lost. Original bloodline lost this match, okay? Okay? Alright? But afterwards the bloodline Solo was starting to beat up Roman Reigns. They weren't done with them. And then the Usos come in and try to fight them off. And then once again, Solo's team was getting the upper hand until Sami Zayn music comes in, and Solo's like, "Come join us, Sammy." And Sammy goes into looks like he's gonna hug Solo, but he gives him the suplex. They take out the other three members of Solo's bloodline, okay, and Solo's in the middle with a Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn. So he's trapped. He's fucking trapped. Okay. He's fucking trapped. Can't go anywhere. So what happens? Well, so Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn both have the same idea at the same time to take out Solo. But unfortunately, Solo ducks and Sami accidentally kicks Roman Reigns. Okay. Okay. That's what happened. And Jimmy gets all in Sammy's face, think he did it on purpose. Jay gets in Jimmy's face. No, it was an accident. So it looks like they're having problems. Okay. Having problems, issues again, and they might have to, they're gonna need, they're gonna need, they're gonna need to work out their issues because they're probably gonna have the War Games match. Okay, War Games match at Survivor Series. And in a month, it's probably gonna be Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso versus Solo Sikoa's Bloodline, and Roman Reigns, his team. They better get on the same page, or what happens? What happened at Crown Jewel will end up in the same result at Survivor Series War Games. This is going to be the War Games match in the cages okay, at Survivor Series War Games. It's obvious. This is going to be the War Games match. Okay, it's quite obvious. Quite obvious. The second match is the four-way women's match. It was actually kind of botches. There were botches in this match. Feel free to join me, guys. Feel free to join me. We got an hour to the show, to Raw. Okay? And this match featured Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defending their titles against a team of Lash Lash and Jakara Jackson from NXT, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, and Damage Control, Io Sky, and Io Shirai in tag team match. Now the story of this match is Jade Cargill and Lash Legend, two very tall ladies, powerful ladies, very tall, tallest ladies perhaps in both of them tallest ladies in the perhaps in all of WWE. Okay, perhaps, perhaps, right, guys, perhaps. But this match, there were some problems in this match. Jade Cargill and Lash Legend still need some work in the ring. Jade Cargill, she's a little rough. She's just a little timing. She's still, yeah, I can see why they have her in a tag team. Slowly developing because of her skills, her abilities. She can't be in a match for long. But in the end, in the end, guys, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill retain the tag team titles over the rest of the other teams that are involved. So they retain. Okay. Next match is this. It's actually the Crown Jewel Women's match. So the champion on SmackDown versus the champion on Raw. Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax, and whoever wins becomes a Crown Jewel champion. Okay. And this match, there was a lot of shenanigans going around in this match. Liv Morgan came out by herself. Nia came out by herself. No Tiffany. Liv did not come out with Raquel Rodriguez or Dominic. Obviously, they all came later in this match. I picked Nia to win here, but that didn't happen. And why did that not happen? Why did Nia not win? Well, Tiffany's music hit. She wanted to cash into her briefcase, right? Right? Nia got in the face like, "What are you doing? You're gonna cash me," and told her, "Go back to the back, go back to the back." Tiffany's walking up the stage, like, listening to the crowd, like, "No, no, no." And then you see Raquel and Dom at the side, at the ring, in Liv's side, and once again, Tiffany is wants to cash in, and Raquel stops Tiffany from cashing in. Tiffany gets knocked out because Tiffany is being backed in the corner, back on the barricade with Liv and Raquel, and then all of a sudden you see Nia ram them, but specifically ram Tiffany into the barricade. Barricade knocked out. Liv is knocked out. Raquel was knocked out for a bit. She puts Liv back in the ring, going for the finisher move and stuff like that. But Raquel Rodriguez recovered, managed to distract the ref, managed to get her hands on Nia. Then Liv gets the win, and Liv beats Nia to become the first ever women's crown jewel champion, woman on the women's side. So no cash in, no cash in. I thought there could be a chance there was a cash in, but there was no cash in by Tiffany at all. So and Liv is in the ring celebrating. Triple H comes in with the women's Crown World Champion belt, hands it to Liv, raises her arm, and also it's funny the Crown Jewel Champion belt that she won looks bigger than her. I mean, like, is this gonna fit her? Is this title is gonna be able to strap around her? Is it gonna fit her? It looks bigger than her. It was huge, really, really huge. Next, we were supposed to get Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, but that match never happened. Why did that match never happen? Why did Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens match never happen? Because they got into a fight pre-match. The match never happened. They beat each other up with the chairs, tables, all around the arena. Agents, security try to get involved. They managed to take them out. It was really a brutal fight, brawl between the two, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. No match happened. The match was thrown out. No winner, no loser. Just no. It was completely thrown out. Kevin Owens managed to jump off a railing onto Randy Orton and through a table, whatever, and that's what ended it. But it looks, I don't think this is over yet. I mean, the rumor is they're saving Kevin Owens for Cody Rhodes at the Saturday Night Main Event show. They're gonna do in December. Okay, that's the rumor right now. Okay. Next, you got the the United States Championship Triple Threat match: LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes and Andrade in a three-way, right? A triple threat match. Whoever wins. Now the champion does not need to get pinned, right? Does not need to get pinned to become champion, right? But in this case, LA Knight is lucky because he retains here, as I predicted. I predicted LA Knight to retain her over Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. This is not. This is. I think anybody's gonna take the title off Eli Knight is gonna be Carmelo Hayes. I think Carmelo Hayes should be the one to take the U.S. title off of him. But we're not there yet. Soon, I think, very soon, maybe the next month or so. I think the next month or so, 1 month, 3 months. I think Carmelo Hayes will take the title off of LA Knight, the United States champ title. Okay, that's what I think. All right, so next is the main event for the men's Crown Jewel Championship: Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. And I gotta say, this is a really good match. Just not, it's a solid, good all-around match between great competitors, great athletes, great champions. Just a solid main event, a good main event. Is a guaranteed good match. Creative ending, a good way to protect Gunther, in my opinion. Good way to protect them both. Good way to protect them both. The way the match ended. Okay, and the way to end it is the Bret Hart way of winning, where it looks like he's gonna be backdropped. Then he rolls over on top and gets the 1, 2, 3 shoulders first. And Gunther doesn't really get pinned in a traditional way where you just go on top of 1, 2, 3. He gets protected, and he gets protected. Cody gets protected. Gunther actually gives a handshake. He actually acknowledges. He actually respects Cody for winning. Shakes his hand. Triple H comes up with the crown jewel belt with the clown prince or whatever, the prince of Saudi Arabia together. Gives the belt to Cody. Cody holds his championship belt, and Cody also has the men's crown jewel championship. And after that, him and Liv Morgan after the show go to like a ceremony, and they get like massive uh, rings, crown rings. Not sure how many carat. No, I'm not sure how what it is. The size of the rings. How much carat gold is it? Is it got carat? Crown jewel rings. Yeah, her, and Cody. They're pretty big. Pretty big too. I don't know a carat gold. I don't know what the size was. What? How much? And I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. So that was the Saudi Arabia show. So once again, LA Knight retains the U.S. title. Liv Morgan defeats Nia Jax to become the women's first ever women's crown jewel champion. Cody Rhodes defeats Gunther to be the first crown jewel males champion, men's champion. Solo in his bloodline defeats Roman in his bloodline. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair retain over Piper Niven, Chelsea Green, Io Sky, Kairi St. Bernal as Damage Control, and Jakara Jackson and Lash Legends from NXT. And finally, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton match never happened, so that match was thrown out. That's the results. So yeah, 7 matches, but only 6 matches happened. Okay. Now I could tell you the Raw results on what happens on Raw, but I'm not going to. Already spoiled for you guys. If you want to find out yourself, go on the internet and search for yourself. I'm not gonna tell you what happens. I know who's gonna go after. I know who's the number one contenders for both the women's and the men's title on the Raw side. But I'm not gonna tell you who though. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. Go figure it out yourself. Okay, go figure it out yourself. Okay, all right. All right. So yeah, that's Crown Jewel. We're getting closer to the Survivor Series end of the month. Also on AEW side, we're getting closer to Full Gear, right? Full Gear. Now let me check that Full Gear. Full Gear. Briefly, the matches. The matches on Full Gear. Okay. Let me see the matches so far. How many are there? Big Boone AJ versus QT Marshall. Uh, MJF versus Adam or Roderick Strong. Yep. Jay White versus Hangman Page. I'm actually looking forward to that match. John Moxley versus Orange Cassidy for the AEW World Championship. John Moxley and his crew is running muck, taking over. Private Party in Isaiah Cassidy. No. Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Cran in a fatal 4-way tag team match. They just defeated the Young Bucks. Mercedes Moné versus Chris Stanley for the TBS Championship. That's what's going on right now. Not a great card, if you ask me. Not really a good card. That's actually, to me, it's one of the weakest cards. Ugh. November 23rd. So, as we get closer to November 23rd, I'll be doing a preview and prediction show, but I do not like this card at all. It's not a great card, in my opinion. We're gonna look at NXT. Remember NXT having a special NXT ECW, the ECW Arena with ECW legends are gonna be there, like Francine, Dawn Marie, RVD, Bubba Ray Dudley. I don't know who else. Maybe Rhino, Raven, Sandman, Sabu. Paul Heyman maybe. Would he willing to just have Paul Heyman on TV or continue to sell his beatdown from the hands of Solo's Bloodline back in what, May, July, around there? May, July, June, around that time? June or July? Are they willing to continue to sell that? Or were they willing to have him appear there at ECW? I mean, he's very instrumental in the rise, the popularity of ECW. It'd be really, really strange if he was not there, but for story purposes, for kayfabe purposes, for sake of character purposes, I understand. I guess we'll see Wednesday. Yeah, it's gonna be competing against Dynamite. Dynamite versus NXT. Which one would do better? The matches I'm really looking forward to actually is the Bubba and Trick versus Ethan Page and Rich Holland. I'm actually looking forward to that match. I'm actually looking forward to the 10-man women's match, the tag team match. And then I'm telling you, the babyface team is freaking stacked to the bones, man. Like that team is like how could anybody beat that team? You got, oh my god, that team. I'm gonna tell you like right now. I mean, you got Stephanie Funk here. Team me up with Julia. Team me up with the recently debuted Zarya, who's a monster already too, man. Like really. The Kalani Jordan, yeah, maybe not the same category as those three. But then you got Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace 2, powerhouse, against a team of Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, Fallen Henry, JC Jane, and Mix Maisie, whatever her name is. Small. That team is small compared to this superstar team, this all-star team on the face side. Oh my god. That heel team has no chance. I don't care if the heels have the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, and the North American Champion in Fallen Henry. Still, that team has no chance. That against the babyface team at NXT and ECW arena, man. There's no fucking chance that team can compete, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. There's just no way. There's no way, guys. There's freaking no way. Now we're gonna talk about the releases. So while SmackDown was going on, WWE quietly released three superstars from their contract. Well, they didn't really release. They said they're not going to renew a contract. I guess you could say it's kind of in a way we're just not we're not bringing you back. We have no interest in resigning you. So the three superstars that are being that have been let go were Tegan Knox, which no surprise, she hasn't been used that much in a year. She's been used last year for a little bit with Becky Lynch and stuff. Tegan Knox and Andy Hartwell, who's actually been used a little bit more, and has been actually more around the past few weeks with Candice LeRae getting involved in the Bayley, Naomi, Nia, Tiffany Stratton stuff. But she's been released. Indy Hartwell. But then also then finally on the male side, Baron Corbin, they decide they're not going to renew, they're not going to negotiate and offer him a new contract. So he's going to leave when his contract's expired. So maybe that's now. I don't know. So Baron Corbin is no longer WWE. And man, I'll say one thing. Baron Corbin has been through a lot in WWE. A lot of gimmick changes, a lot of spots where it didn't make sense, where I felt like they didn't utilize him properly. I mean, yeah, he had a lot of gimmicks. The Lone Wolf, the Constable, King Corbin, Happy Corbin, Bad Luck Corbin, or Daniel's Luck Corbin. And this don't get this just don't it's just it's there's not beat around the bush. He did get pushed at times. He was sometimes in the main event picture. But he went back to NXT and looks like he rebranded himself. He made himself something, made himself useful, made himself seem like an actual player. Then they bring him back up and he's the same guy again as a babyface. Now on the other side, Andy Hartwell, she's been used here and there, but she's always known as kind of as a sidekick, tag team partner, and friend. They'll definitely find work. I think I could definitely see TNA make a pitch for both of them. I think TNA can make a pitch for both. I do think AEW could, but I really do think TNA. I think TNA would be a good place for. I really do think TNA actually could be a good place for Indy Hartwell. Tegan Knox, yeah, I don't know. I do think TNA and AEW will definitely make a pitch for all three. Okay, I don't know what you guys think. That's all I have today, man. I'm not gonna go into more detail. All right, that's all I have for today, guys. Short stream today, very short. If there was more people, chat